dana-dana untuk rakyat ini bisa tahu. Sebelumnya kan nggak pernah. Setelah mengikuti itu kami mengetahui.
All the priority is chosen by the men.
Tadinya sama sekali nol Ibu, tapi alhamdulillah ini luar biasa nih keberhasilan Ibu ini setelah adanya ide yang masuk di.
What's the problem? What is the connection between the gender and budgeting?
There are so many challenges that we have to support the women groups.
Men and women has different needs and priorities. According to these priorities, I think it is wise for the government to address these differences.
We are facing the problem in women and education. And then also in health. And then also in the workforce. And the last one, but not the least, we have also the problem in women participation in decision making, in public policy making.
Lack of skill, information, lack of education as well, so they are less confident to participate in the budgeting processes.
Neglecting the needs of one part of population means that neglecting the whole population. We don't want that to happen. We want development result to be benefited all, women and men. That's why GRB is very important.
Some say that when we're talking about the budgeting, they're thinking about the numbers, the documents, something like that. So when we're talking about integrating or mainstreaming gender into government budgeting, we call it as gender responsive budgeting, they say that, oh sorry, I don't have skill, technicalities, information.
ARG atau anggaran responsif gender adalah anggaran yang harus dialokasikan oleh pemerintah daerah di mana mengakomodir partisipasi, kepentingan, aspirasi, kebutuhan perempuan maupun laki-laki secara adil ya. Itu pengertian yang kita tahu semuanya.
Gender responsive budgeting is good budgeting, no more and no less.
Every human have unique or different needs, and the budgeting should consider that men and women should involve to make sure that all citizens can speak up for their needs regarding the budget.
There are three factors involved: government, civil society, and private sector. You have not only to include the government, but also to include the civil society.
UN Women helps government to be accountable for what they're budgeted for, to be accountable also for their commitment to gender equality. And we also help and support the civil society organization, the women's group, the academias, to give inputs to the government.
We must know about the politics and then the technical thing and also how to deal with the culture. So what I mean is that these three things will be the barrier if the women cannot deal with the three of them.
We need to look at these differences in our planning, for that matter in the budgeting as well.
Ya tentu manfaat pembangunan tidak akan dirasakan secara adil ya oleh perempuan ketika expenditure itu netral gender ya.
It is important also that the GRB is an ongoing process of check and balances between government as a duty bearers and women as a right holders, or in this regard as citizens. Then participation of women then ensures that governments are accountable for their commitment, and also government are being supported because they're trying to really make their commitment works.
They think that gender budgeting is not beneficial to do, doesn't give any impact to their programs. So this is the challenge of the mindset and understanding of the needs to do gender mainstreaming as well as gender budgeting.
To convince the benefit of practicing or implementing gender responsive budgeting on increasing the quality of life of everyone.
Memerlukan waktu yang cukup lama untuk memberikan pemahaman yang benar terkait dengan gender budget responsif itu.
It is not a hard science. It can be learned. It can be built. The most important thing is to ask the right question, whether or not women achieving what they're supposed to achieve.
The rights of men and women is already guaranteed in the constitution, and also Indonesia is already committed to the international commitment like CEDAW, Beijing Platform, MDGs. So if you use this gender budgeting, this is also one way to achieve that commitment, how to ensure gender equality and women's empowerment.
When they understand that there is the differences of the needs and the priorities that's faced by the men and women, then they have to do the action, how to address the different needs of the priorities are.
When we ask the government to implement the gender responsive budget, usually they ask the NGOs to deliver some technical assistance.
For instance, in some part of countries in Asia, they also do gender budgeting in such a way that we can also learn.
Setelah metani masalah kan ada kekurangan-kekurangan apa di dusun kami itu kan. Satu permasalahannya ada air bersih, terutama air bersih itu kan yang menjadi kendala kelompok kami, warga kami. Lalu untuk pendidikan dan juga kesehatan itu kami mengikuti, selalu diundang untuk mudus dan mudes dan musrenbang. Itu kami selalu mengusulkan yang paling utama itu air bersih.
Keuntungan kami adalah bisa menikmati yaitu dari program pemerintah lewat ibu tersebut, sepertinya itu air minum.
Dulunya masyarakat sini maksudnya tertinggal, sekarang udah terangkat, maksudnya dulu cari air aja susah, terus sekarang jadi gampang. Ke kaum perempuan dulu maksudnya sulit cari air, padahal dari pagi udah cari air, nanti siangnya masak, nanti sorenya cari rumput, sorenya lagi mandi ke sungai, cari air lagi. Terus sekarang alhamdulillah karena masyarakat sini terutama ibu-ibu udah ikut terus audiensi ke dewan, sekarang jadi sukses gitu, maksudnya air bersih gitu.
When we can develop the better and the stronger people participation in the budgeting process, we will get the better transparency and accountability, and finally we can achieve the better human rights fulfillment for the people.
Perlunya adalah ibu-ibu diajak bicara tentang musrenbang baik tingkat dusun, desa maupun kecamatan, bahkan kabupaten, sehingga aspirasi ibu itu bisa terserap oleh pemerintah.
Ya dirasakan lebih baik sekarang. Kalau dulunya itu air kan nggak lancar, lalu sekarang sudah agak lancar. Dan juga kesehatan itu dulunya warga itu kebanyakan belum punya itu jam kesmas atau jam pokoknya jaminan kesehatan gitu. Sekarang kan warga semua sudah memiliki.
They have to speak. So then the audiences or the government will know what exactly the needs, what exactly the priorities.
Ayo Karung Perempuan, kita harus berani maju untuk menyampaikan masalah-masalah ke Dewan supaya masalah-masalah kita didengar oleh pemerintah dan dikabulkan apa yang kita inginkan.
At the end, we will get the bigger benefit for all of us.
Ayo kita ikuti musrenbang untuk membangun daerah kita masing-masing gitu.